Okay, welcome to the man cave. Getting ready for Baja. This is Deacon and I. So what we're doing, we're getting ready to go to Baja on my KTM 690. And one thing that we're doing, there's one leg in Baja that is evidently over 200 miles. And the range on the 690 is 180 miles. So what I've done is I've taken advantage of this Perunmoto rack that I got out of Europe. Forgive me, I'm forgetting the guy's name, Nicole, I believe. And so Perunmoto, it's a really good place. He made this rack that I got last year, which is really easy to install, and it's very lightweight, has all sorts of these little tie downs. Now this top plate is not part of the normal rack. The rack that's under here actually goes in this shape, so it's really easy for me to throw my arm around, and my leg, gosh. But he also has this rack adapter, this plate that expands the size of the platform, and has these little this little cross cutout, and the cross cutout is to add on a Rotopax gas tank. So the Rotopax, that's this thing. The Rotopax is, you can carry an extra gallon of gas. So once you screw this down with 5/16, 18 bolts, I used 1-inch ones, but 3/4 would be a little bit easier, at least on the Perunmoto rack. The normal Rotopax mounts comes with some different stuff, and let me show you what that is. Rotopax, when you buy the thing, and I got this stuff I think from Revzilla. So it has this little mount that you would bolt to whatever rack you happen to be dealing with, and then the screws would mount this middle part, which is right there, the key that holds this in place. Now on top of that, you take this little top part and you tighten this down. You'll notice there's a little helicoil in there so you don't bung up the threads. It's designed to come out and in and out hundreds of times. If it had regular threads, you could probably gall them up after a while. So you tighten this up until the arthritis in your hand just can't go any farther. And it seems to be pretty tight. If you can go one more time, it'll be even sturdier. So, and the Rotopax comes, by the way, let me open this up. It's got a nice little keying system. So when you open this up, it's got a nice little spigot. So if you're trying to pour it inside of a 690, it makes it real easy. You're not going to be spilling anything. Haven't quite figured out what this little lock was, and unlock to whatever's going on there. We'll play with that later. Anyway, nice system. $75 from Revzilla, roughly. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but it's around that amount when you take in shipping. Okay, so, but because I got Deacon on board, him and I are going to need more water, right? So the other thing that you can do is you get this white Rotopax jug, which is for potable water. It says right there, not for fuel. All right, but obviously this won't fit on there the way it is. So let's take this off. All right, hold on, Deacon. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I love you too. Because we're going to spend 1,000 miles down in Baja, riding together in over 11 days. So there's this adapter. So here's this adapter. You take this guy and you screw it in there like this until right about there, until you can lock this guy down. All right, just like that. That holds the fuel in. Hey, where are you going? That's a little bit tighter. All right, and then this thing just pivots. It doesn't. There's no tightening going on. Maybe there is. I don't know. But it's got like its own little detent going on in there. So now you take your water bottle, dump that on there. And you screw that down just like we did before with just the fuel. One more time. Yeah. All right, maybe not. I got arthritis in my hand, so it makes it a little bit difficult. There we go. And I would tighten it one more time because I know there's always guys around to help me tighten it down. So that's pretty clean, don't you think? And the nice thing about it, I mean, this is a 1 gallon. So if you wanted to, you could buy, they have a 1.75 gallon and 3 gallon, but they keep getting wider. And that might get in the way of this or the room that I need to move, because I have both Deacon and I are on the same bike together. And but for me, and mostly because I've been working out a lot of guys will elect to just stand on their peg and go over like this when they have a lot of baggage. But I'm actually able to, because I'm a little tall and lanky, maybe not. I get my leg over there, so that's kind of cool. And I guess it's easier coming off. Anyway, so that's it. So Deacon and I don't know what he's going to do, because he sits there and finds any little snowbank he can sit in. Right? What he's going to do down the desert, down the Baja. But that's how to add a little bit extra fuel. Now, the alternative, if you want to carry more water, let's grab these things. And you don't want to spend $150 on this. The rack is actually wide enough if you get the regular rack, right? That you can put these traveler boxes that you can buy coffee in, and they're about the same width, and you could strap these things over. Now, what's inside the traveler box? You could add. Basically, this is a gallon worth of water. So if you can ask, go and kindly buy one. If you're a regular customer at a coffee house, if you can have just a plain old empty traveler box, then when you get into this, you'll see it has a Mylar container. Right? So that that Mylar is actually, I'm going to do a disclaimer here. Go wink wink, nod nod, but it's if you by chance happen to want to put a gallon's worth of gas in it, you won't have any problem with it leaking. Now, the advantage of both these units, if you're on a ride like, say, like the White Rim Trail in Moab, and it's a one-way deal, and you're going to spend like 50 miles getting to the trailhead, and you're going to use up a gallon of gas on your bike. Well, this is a really good way to bring some along, and if you don't want this thing hanging on because you're going to get into some gnarly crap, then when you get done transferring the gas over to the tank, you can then fold this up flat and stick it in your backpack, or if you find a trash receptacle along the way, then dispose of it there. Don't just throw it out in the desert. You know, we don't want to see that in America. So that's another alternative if you want to go this route. And although my buddy Ron, he's really concerned about the amount of weight that we're putting on the gas tank. the 690 fuel tank is actually part of the supporting structure of this whole rear end. So you got 6 pounds of fuel, 7 pounds worth of water, and so you've got almost 15 pounds you're putting on here, plus whatever you might want to strap on. So I'm thinking, while I'm traveling most of the time carrying this along, I just won't put any fuel or water into it until that particular, what they call the Baja gas gap, comes along, and then I'll top it all off. The rest of the time I'll maybe have the water bottle full for Deacon, and just an FYI, what I do for Deacon, you know, I'll be carrying a bladder. All right, I wanted to also tell you what else I'm doing for water. I'll be carrying a water bladder on my back, but I'll put a bottle of water here and a bottle of water there, you know, disposable, and inside the tank bag, you'll see I've got two water bottles sitting in there. So I've got 4 water bottles that Deacon can drink from, as well as myself, just in this setup, plus a gallon here, which I'll reserve for Deacon right now because I probably won't like the taste of it. And so I think from a desert riding survival setup, we're doing fine. Deacon, come here. Show him. What's up? Are you all done? You want to go for a ride? Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching.